Hi, I'm Margaret, and this is Mechanical Drafting Class, and welcome. What I want to do in this video is help you get oriented to what the class will be about and help you get oriented to how this Moodle thing is set up. So when you first come into Moodle, you will see something that looks like this. And the drawing at the top here illustrates the various rules we're going to learn, the various standards for creating mechanical drawings. Along the right side of the screen, if you scroll down, you'll see a number of links which I think you might find helpful. How to get help with your computer, with Moodle, with Zoom. All kinds of self-help things are here. And some of these have, like the SHED, Student Help Desk, has virtual support, so you can drop in by Zoom and ask them a question in person. So make use of those links over there. Along the left side is stuff. You might or might not find this stuff useful. If you click this, they call it a hamburger, but it's a stack of menus. Click that button there, and that stuff goes away. Click the hamburger again, and the stuff comes back. So you can decide whether you want to display it or not. At the top of the screen, below the drawing, it says Start Here. So let's do that. Let's start here and work our way down. And under the general course information, you first come to the syllabus and the syllabus schedule. So let's look at the syllabus. It looks like this. And as you probably already know, this class is completely online and there are no set meeting times. You can work at times that work for you. Here's my email address, and you're welcome to email me anytime if you have questions about stuff. Also, if you want to request extra help with something, like if you want a Zoom conversation, you can send me an email. Right. Now, the syllabus says required text, but that textbook is not really required. I just want to tell you that. It's not required. It's fabulously expensive. And if you're paying your own way, I don't want you to have to spend money on it. If you get financial aid where your program pays for books, then by all means get it, because it's a good and thorough book. But I will give you everything you need to be successful in the class. I will give you a lot of illustrations out of this book and from the ASME drawing standards and from elsewhere. So, and I will give you all the lectures and assignments that you need. So, long story short, you don't need this book. If you have financial aid, go ahead and get it. Read through these pages that talk about how grading works. I'll talk about this a little bit more in another video. I want to talk about assignments. And then if you go to page 4, I want to call your attention to two things. One, here is your advisor, Cheryl. Cheryl should be your new best friend. You should meet with Cheryl at least once a term to make sure you're on track and you're taking courses in the right order and so on and so forth. And there's her email address. The other thing I want to call your attention to is this section about students with disabilities. So we have a center at Lane that's called the Center for Accessible Resources. If you have a diagnosed disability, you can get various accommodations, and those depend on what your disability is. But what I want to say to you is I take this really, really seriously, as you'll probably learn as you go along in classes with me. And if you have something, a learning difference or a physical difference or whatever it is, and you don't have a formal diagnosis, but it's an issue, please talk to me. Let me know what your issues are, or let me know what you need. My job is to give you the very best education I can help you get. And whatever that takes, whatever you need, just let me know. It's important. All right, so that's the syllabus. Going back to the Moodle class, that was the syllabus. Let's look at the syllabus schedule. And I like to put schedules on Excel spreadsheets, not because I calculate anything, but just because I find it a handy way to organize things. So here's the syllabus schedule. You'll notice along the left, here are weeks 1 through 10 and their dates. And then here are the topics that we're going to cover. I list the pages in the book if you want to refer to them, but you don't need to. Then here on the right are the assignments. And what you will notice is that there are a bunch of drawings, and then there are a bunch of quizzes. I'm going to talk about these in a separate video when I talk about assignments. But just notice, here they are. And with one exception, you don't have actual due dates. So you can work at your own speed, get them done early, get them done late, whatever you want to do. So these are the topics we're going to learn. These all relate to how to make professional looking mechanical drawings. Then, so that was the syllabus and schedule. Still in the general information, here's a PowerPoint that I made for you about saving. I really recommend that you go through that. It won't take you very long. It's really important that you save often and save more than one copy of whatever you're doing. Then here's a PDF that has that lists the shortcuts that you might like to use with AutoCAD. For example, you can type L instead of using the line command, stuff like that. And then here's a list. I'm not sure this list is complete. I might be a little bit half-baked, but I tried to list the various skills, AutoCAD skills that we cover in the videos. So if you're trying to remember now, where did she talk about how to get the diameter symbol, you can look in this list and it will tell you which video I talked about that in. Then here is a thing called MD, that stands for mechanical drafting, MD title block. This is a CAD drawing. This is the drawing that I want you to use for every drawing assignment that you do in the class. So it has a title block and layers all set up for you. All you have to do is open it and start drawing. So you're going to use that for all your drawings. Then here are 3 kinds of forums, or fora, if you want to use the Latin. These are ways we talk to each other. And the first one is actually an assignment. I'll talk about that in the next video. The second one, news and announcements, that's me talking to you. So I might post an announcement in there that says, oh, I found a mistake on such and such a video, but now I've fixed it and here it is, or that kind of thing. Then the Q&A forum is ways for you to talk to each other and to me. So if you have a question about something, it's likely somebody else does too, and you can post that question in there and see if other people answer it, and I will answer it. The one issue is that nobody knows that you've posted something there, and there's not a good way to get Moodle to tell you that somebody has posted, so you kind of have to keep checking. I know, I talked to the IT people and I found out why why we can't do that. So just keep your eye on these two and see if stuff shows up. Okay, now as you're going down through the course, you will notice that there's an arrow for each week, a triangle. And when you click that triangle, that week opens up, and here you see stuff for that week. Here's what we're going to talk about in week 1. I'm going to talk with you in the next video about this advising and co-op thing because it's an assignment. Let's look at the next one after that. So here it says we're talking about title blocks and other stuff. And here is a thing. See that rectangle there with a block on the top? That's what Moodle calls a page. And when you click on that, it opens. And what you see here are some slides. So if you click on one of these, it will open a PowerPoint for you. And then below that are videos of me looking at the PowerPoint with you and talking about what's in the PowerPoint. So these are PowerPoint slides. I recommend you download those to your own computer so they're handy. And then you can have those open alongside while you're working on a drawing or watching a video. And then if you click one of these arrows, this is a YouTube video, and it will play that. Okay, so here's where we are. Oh, now what? If we scroll down to the bottom of this Moodle page, there's a backup arrow that will take you back to the previous topic. There's a forward arrow that will take you to the next thing, which according to this is going to be a quiz. So you can use those backwards and forwards arrows to navigate, or you can go up to the top here. Sorry, my picture's in the way. Up to the top here, these things are called breadcrumbs, and they have left a string of crumbs showing where you came from. So here we were, blah, blah, blah. We came to this course. Then we dropped down week 1. Now we're in this topic that talks about title blocks. Well, if you're done with this introduction and title blocks thing and you want to go back to week 1, you could just click this week 1 breadcrumb, boink. And here we are, we're back in week 1. And now you can continue on with what else is in week 1. Oh, here's a quiz you can do. What else? Oh, there's something else in week 1. Here's multi-view drawing. So I click on that, and here are some PowerPoint slides that talk about multi-view drawings. And here are some videos that discuss those PowerPoint slides. And you'll often see a video where, in addition to PowerPoint slides, here's me talking about how to do something in CAD. So in this thing in week 1, we're going to make what's called a multi-view drawing. Here's a video where I talk about how would you approach making that drawing in CAD. Sure, I give you the assignment, but then what? Then what do you do? So watch that video, and I will try to step you through. Here's how you would approach that thing. And now you can go down to the bottom and you can click on a forward or backward arrow, or you can scroll back up to the top where the breadcrumbs are, click on week 1 if you want, or if you're over it, you're done with week 1, you just want to go back to the course, you can back up here, Drafting 121. Oh, there's our course, and you can just click on that. Ta-da! And now you're back to the course. So that's all I want to say about orienting you. In the next video, I want to talk about assignments and how to approach those. So talk to you soon.